problems here. In the standard xy coordinate plane, point x has coordinates -4, 0, and point y has coordinates 0, -8. What are the coordinates of the midpoint xy? Midpoint of xy. Now, if this is our segment xy with coordinate points -4, 0, and 0, -8. Now, to solve for the midpoint, we just have to take the average of x and y coordinates. So that would be midpoint. Okay, would just be the average of the x values and the y values. So if this is our x sub 1, y sub 1, this is x sub 2, y sub 2, then we plug in that here. This is -4 plus 0 over 2, 0 plus -8 over 2. And this is just equal to -4 over 2, -8 over 2. So the midpoint is just -2, -4. So the answer here is letter B. Given right triangle MNO below, how many units long is a segment or side NO? So we're given here one of the legs of this right triangle here, MN, which is equal to 6, and then the hypotenuse MO, which is equal to 10. Now, to solve for the value of NO here, this leg of the triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem. So the Pythagorean theorem is just the hypotenuse, the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the square of the legs. So our hypotenuse here is MO squared, and then MN squared plus NO squared. But we're given the value of the hypotenuse, which is 10. So this is 10 squared, and as well as MN, 6 squared plus NO squared. So this NO is just equal to 10 squared minus 6 squared. So this is 100 minus 36. And this is just equal to 64. And then we get the square root of both sides. Therefore, segment NO, or one of the legs, is just equal to the square root of 64. And that is equal to 8. So the answer here is letter K. Seth has 4 plaid shirts and 5 solid colored shirts hanging together in a closet. In his haste to get ready for work, he randomly grabs one of these 9 shirts. What is the probability that the shirt Seth grabs is plaid? Okay, since it is given that Seth has 4 plaid shirts and 5 solid colored shirts, then the total number of shirts is just equal to 4 plus 5, and that is 9. So of these 9 shirts, 4 are plaid shirts. So the probability that a randomly selected shirt will be plaid is just 4 over 9. So the answer here is letter H. The daily totals of enrollments at Sunnyside Summer Camp last Monday through Saturday were 17, 19, 23, 14, 25, and 28. What was the average number of enrollments per day? Okay, when we say average, okay, unless it is otherwise specified, that means an arithmetic mean. So to get or to solve for the average, we just have to add up a set of values and divide it by the number of values. So we need to add the values given here, and we have 6 values here. So we just have to add them up. So average is just equal to 17 plus 19 plus 23 plus 14 plus 25 plus 28 divided by the total number of values, which is 6. And the total of this is just equal to 126 divided by 6. And this is just equal to 21. So the answer here is letter C. What is the slope of any line parallel to the line 2x minus 3y equals 7? So we're given here the equation of one line, and we are asked for the slope of the second line parallel to this line here. So when we say parallel, so two parallel lines, they always have the same slope or equal slopes. So to solve this, we need to find the slope of this given equation here. So that would be 2x minus 3y equals 7. We need to write this in this slope-intercept form of a linear equation, which is y equals mx plus b. So we can write this as negative 3y equals negative 2x plus 7. You just have to subtract 2x from both sides. Okay, and then we divide both sides by negative 3. So we have y equals 2 over 3x minus 7 over 3. Therefore, the slope here, m, is just equal to 2 over 3. Since it says that they are parallel lines, so the slope of the first line is just equal to the slope of the second line, and that is equal to 2/3. So the answer here is letter H. What is the value of the absolute value of 5 minus a if a is equal to 9? Now, when we say absolute value of a number, it is the distance of that number from 0, regardless of whether it is a positive or negative. Therefore, the value of 5 minus absolute value of 5 minus a here, where a is equal to 9, we just have to plug in the value of a here. So this is absolute value of 5 minus 9, absolute value of negative 4, which is just equal to 4. So the answer here is letter C.